Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we've got a new concept rendering of the Model Y Juniper, the refresh of the Model Y that is supposed to come out next year or maybe within the next year. And this one's got a very interesting play on it because the front LED bar kind of takes cues of the Cybertruck, kind of matches the rear of the Model Y refresh leak that we saw earlier. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And as an added benefit, I do respond to all DMs and messages in the Patreon app. So definitely hit that down below if you're interested. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan starting as low as $15 a month. So definitely check it out if you are interested. And so let's jump into it. So here's a new render that we were able to find. Shout out to Dominic Brickman for posting this. And there's a couple of things that we can pull from this. So of course, this seems to be a Model Y Juniper performance. We can assume that from the rims, it's taken off of like the Model 3 performance, and also the lower spoiler that we can see on the front of the vehicle and also the back of them. And we've also got a concept of the rear of it that's taking from what was actually leaked from what we've seen of that rear tail light, showing that red to translucent type of look. And this is probably going to be one of the better looking concepts that we've seen so far, because this is mimicking what is already out there with the Model 3. But the big change with this one is that we've got this front LED bar on the, of course, front bumper. And if Tesla goes in this direction, this could be very similar to what we're seeing with a lot of different brands out there, including the Tesla Cybertruck, which also has a very, very, very distinct LED bar in the front. And so this would be really cool if this is what they're going for, and definitely out there, going to make some waves for sure if Tesla is to put an LED front on there. And here's another concept. It's also from Dominic as well, and a really cool champagne type of gold color as well. This one really looks very, very nicely with the gold and the red brake accents with the black. I think anything like golden black or red and black, those seems to be some really good combinations. And we've also got the front LED bar in the front as well. So let me know. I'm digging the front LED bar. Actually, I think it looks fantastic if this is what it is really going to be. I'm still on the fence about this rear taillight bar. It's throwing on me off. Maybe if it was one solid red bar, I would like it a little bit more, but certainly very cool to see what is being concepted and rendered to be guesses on what could be potentially coming out. But let me know, what do you think of it? Would you love a front LED bar, or do you even like the rear LED translucent brake light in the back like that? But certainly all we can really base upon is on rumors, some current links that are out, and what we know so far is that we don't know anything. We think that this is going to be coming out next year. I'm still guessing at least 12 months or even 8 months from now, maybe like first or second quarter of next year. And of course, China is probably going to get it first, just like how the Model 3 Highline rolled out, and then it will come to the US after that. But Model 3 Highline is off to a great start. We can start to see a lot of different customizations. People are doing wraps. And if you're curious on what like these same rims, the Sport Model 3 Performance rims would look like on a Model 3, this is a fantastic look. And you could barely tell that this is actually not a Model 3 Performance at all, and that this is a normal long range with the Sport Performance rims just thrown onto it. I mean, I feel like you could easily find these rims. There's people probably selling them takeoffs, and so that you can get into that. And we're starting to see more and more wraps on performance Model 3s. Here's 3 of them as an example. We've got like a Miami blue-esque one, a luxurious pine green or forest green, and then of course a nice yellow one at the bottom that looks pretty sporty for sure. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Like button goes a long way to support the channel and the video, so I really appreciate everybody that hits that like button. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Take On, thanks for coming in. Alex, thanks for coming in. Ice. Fat, thanks for coming in as well. Tesla 54, thank you for the super chat. Crypto Zero, good to see you as well. Christian, thank you for coming in. Brendan, and of course, Take On again, thank you all. But let's jump into the live stream comments. I have no idea what to make of the car in the thumbnail. Is that real? No, it's as close as what we're gonna get at the moment, but certainly is a render. Wrong time to see this vid, Alex. Yeah, the quick video. Now you can jump off and do your biking or other exercise that you need to. Ice, thanks for coming in. This guy always seems to stream his videos different times. It doesn't look the same as the Model 3. That'd be great. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a bigger, more maybe, of course, SUV-ish than the current Model 3. But usually we stream at like 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.-ish Pacific time, unless we're traveling and we can't get to a computer or a setup right away. Unfed, Dennis got the Model Y Performance and got the 1.99 free supercharging yesterday. Nice. Congrats to you, because we've been hearing that you can't stack it, but really cool to see you're able to stack that 3 months of free supercharging plus the 1.99. Congrats to you for purchasing a Tesla, and congrats to anybody that's about to buy a Tesla. Definitely don't forget to check out our Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description. We got Jawa for every accessory that you could potentially get: floor mounts, floor mats, phone mounts, and everything. Use promo code Dennis, and we got Tesbros, Vion, and MAGBAK all down below in the description. Tycon, also about the Whistling Diesel Cybertruck video. It was funny, not gonna lie. It was entertaining to watch for sure. I like watching it. The result seems pretty fair, actually, considering the F-150 is one of the best trucks overall, and the Cybertruck only lost by 1 point. The score could have been worse for the Cybertruck. I mean, it's cool to just see a Cybertruck getting completely destroyed. I mean, same thing with that F-150. So I still give him kudos, even though, you know, he's trying to blame, or there's a little bit of debate on that rear bumper, but still, I mean, no one else is putting it through the paces like he is. So at the end of the day, for whatever it's worth, it's still really cool to see him putting it through the test. The problem is whether he realized that the Cybertruck was damaged by the hitch or not. Yeah, exactly. And maybe he's trying to push and see what happens there. Crypto, thanks for coming in. Tesla 54, thanks again for the super chat. Decide to wait for the new silver and get the Model 3 Performance and get what color with the white interior. Hopefully I'll get a better deal too. Yeah, I've been saying like November, October, fourth quarter is definitely going to be the best time to buy, at least compared to the past year. So certainly I would say just wait it out if you can. If you don't need a vehicle, certainly keep holding off. Keep trying to hold off on it. In this next topic, let's talk about the Tesla Cybertruck and the upcoming discount that is happening on it. And when we're talking about discount, we're talking about a $20,000 price drop. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So this thread was posted on the Cybertruck Owners Club, and it talks about the 2025 non-foundation series Cybertruck MSRP prediction. And this person actually had a pretty good point, talking about how when the foundation series is coming to an end, when this $20,000 markup is ending, Tesla is most likely still going to make full self-driving mandatory for purchases, and you might still have to buy it no matter what. Right now, full self-driving is about an $8,000 threshold, and they might make it so that you have to buy it like it's included on that. I'm not sure if that's actually even possible or legal to that. I mean, maybe they create like a sub foundation series, like a second foundation type of series where $8,000 is tacked on for the full self-driving. And they also predict that because the all-wheel drive version will be under $80,000, they can force the purchase of full self-driving, and still people would still be able to get that $7,500 federal tax credit because it's under a truck limit of $80,000. But some of the other people piped in to predict that probably the Cybertruck might not actually even qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit due to manufacturing and battery restrictions on it. So still very interesting to see if and when this is happening. All we know that it might be happening later this year or even next year. But what we do know is that competition for the Cybertruck is really starting to heat up. We see deals like this where you can get 0% financing for 72 months for a Ford F-150 Lightning plus $7,500 in federal potential tax credit. And we got a huge list right here. Shout out to Ogre, the other Dennis, for posting this. Rivian has friends and family deals. Lightning has $14,000 off plus 0%. Silverados are getting big discounts like that $400 decrease in monthly payment. And the Hummer lease deals are also getting pretty insane. And they definitely are, because last time we talked about $999 a month or even $800 a month, but now they're getting to an insane lower limit. We've got a screenshot here of this dealership, Alpine Buick GMC, that is advertising a Hummer at $699 with $49 down. I don't know how they're actually doing this. This is a 2024 GMC Hummer EV2X. I assume that's like some sort of SUV or something like that, but still really insane to see a crazy low payment like this on a Hummer EV2X. Like, I don't even know. What is a Hummer EV2X MSRP? I would imagine it's close to $100,000. And yeah, it actually is. It's $96,550. So to see a payment as low as that on a $100,000 SUV, $100,000 EV electric SUV, it's pretty insane to see this actually out there. So certainly, even if the Cybertruck is starting to get a $20,000 discount by the foundation series ending, there is a lot of competition that is out there that is only starting to get worse, and more and more vehicles get there. So maybe there's going to be a bigger than a $20,000 discount in the near future. But let us know what your thoughts on it. What do you think is going to be happening with the Cybertruck? When do you think foundation series is ending, and what pricing do you think Tesla is going to do? Of course, Tesla kind of lives in their own different type of market, and certainly can price things a lot different because they've got the buyer base there, but still very interesting to see the market and what is out there. But we're going to jump into the next topic. Crypto, when is 0.99 financing on Model X? Maybe November. I don't think they're going to go that low. Now we kind of see what the strategy is. 1.99 Model Y, 1.99 Model 3. I imagine 1.99 Model S and Model X. Brendan, when Juniper comes out, I wonder his long. Yeah, next year. Take on that. He forgot to put multiple people against the F-150 like he did with Cybertruck, so the Cybertruck went through more than the F-150. More information with the test would have been also if they use a RIVIAN. Yeah, that'd be cool if they use other electric trucks, but I think it's cool to just take like the highest volume F-150 that is out there, the biggest selling truck, and then put it against the Cybertruck. Crypto, December 0% on current Model Y to move inventory. Yeah, maybe they get as crazy as that. We could definitely see that happening for Tesla, bringing all the different incentives, supercharging, maybe multiple years of supercharging, bigger inventory discounts, plus like financing and all that. We could definitely see all the different things like that. That'd be crazy. And this next topic, Tesla has just won a award, I guess, not an award, but Tesla cars have the lowest maintenance costs over 1 to 5 and 5 to 10 years. We've got some numbers, some averages to show what is the average that people are spending over the cost with paying with maintenance. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So this was actually a consumer report. Tesla posted this, and then of course we got some reshares. Tesla cars have the lowest maintenance costs over both the 1 to 5 year periods and the 5 to 10 year periods. This is something to consider when buying your next car. And this makes a lot of sense because a lot of these other vehicle brands on this list are gas vehicles. An electric vehicle does have less maintenance. There's less brake changes. There's people have gone years without, or even hundreds of thousands of miles without brake changes. And so certainly on top of that, there's no oil changes, fluid changes, and a lot of different things with it. So they're saying that in the 1 to 5 year cost, you're only going to spend $580, which I think I want to dispute that a little bit because you're definitely going to eat through more tires, or even maybe even at least one set of tires, which could cost you $1,000. And then there's wiper fluid. Of course, it's a low cost, but wiper changes and fluid changes, there's going to be a cost on that as well. But still, I mean, Toyotas are pretty bulletproof as well, with pretty low maintenance besides oil changes. And some of the other Asian, Japanese brands are also very low maintenance as well. At the bottom of the list, as it's kind of cut off, Land Rover and Porsche at $4,000 in the first 5 years and $10,000 to $15,000 in the 5 to 10 years. But the biggest caveat with this is that, you know, you do have to pay money to kind of set yourself up to be able to own a Tesla. I'm talking like EV chargers. And on top of that, insurance costs will definitely be a little bit higher than your normal gas car. I would say we did a poll not that long ago, and people pay on average $150 to $200 a month for insurance, and on average 10 to 30% more for their insurance for their Tesla vehicle. But still, nonetheless, very interesting stuff. Of course, the cost of a Tesla or electric vehicle is a higher threshold than a gas one, but you will save money on maintenance. So let us know what you think on this. If you've owned a Tesla, put down your experience down below in the comments so other people can read it and see if it actually makes a lot of sense or not. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. Let's see, Anthony, is that a picture of a new Model Y? I'm placing my order now. It's a concept photo, but unfortunately, Model Y Juniper is not coming out for a little bit. Nevertheless, I'm waiting to see what Elon's reaction. I don't know if Elon is actually going to react to that. It'd be funny if he did. Jerry Rig everything comment on the video and say he could fix it very calmly. The fact that it was very funny. That is pretty funny, actually, that Jerry Rig is just trolling, I feel like. I don't think it's really worth it to anyone anymore. I think the Rivian is the only truck I would buy due to a lot of factors. Yeah, Rivian's a great product. I'm not going to knock it. Furcone, if you had to get your first Model X now, would you rather get a decently priced 2020 or a more expensive 2020, 2023 used and just get a brand new one? I mean, there's certainly a lot of deals at the moment. So like my friend is buying like a 2023 Model X Plaid with like 15,000 miles on it. And I think he told me he was getting it for like 79. That sounds like a good deal compared to a brand new one. So really it depends on the threshold. Like 2022 Model X all-wheel drive, if you can get it for like $10,000, $20,000 less than a brand new one, then I would say that would be where you should be at. But a 2020 Model X, I would stay far, far away from that one. But Furcon, what's your price? What's your budget for like a 2022 Model X? I'm curious. Unfit, do you think full self-driving could be reduced monthly? It's like $100 a month subscription. So if you want to try it, I would 100% recommend doing that instead of paying that $8,000. Shu, how sure are you Tesla will add ambient lighting to the Model S in December? That's the only thing I'm waiting to get. I'm not that sure, actually. I thought it was going to be months ago. Maybe they do it during the model changeover year when 2025 is coming, which usually is like end of November, December. But I don't know if I'm that confident anymore on that. So, but if you're just joining in, welcome everybody. We've got on the screen the latest concept of a Model Y Juniper refresh. And what's different with this one versus all the other ones is that they've added a front LED bar in the front of the vehicle, kind of to match what a lot of other manufacturers are doing. And on top of that, to kind of match what the Cybertruck has, which is a very distinct look on that. So certainly it would be very interesting if they go in this route. This next topic, let's talk about Tesla road trips. And a lot of new owners ask me, like, how much does it cost? How much does it take if you were to take your Tesla vehicle on a road trip and you have to use supercharging wherever you're at? Well, we've got a real example of someone actually going from a California city to another California city. So let's take a look at it. But shout out to Whole Mars Catalog for posting this. Today I drove from Los Angeles to San Francisco in my Tesla, 404 miles total. I had one supercharging stop in Kettleman City for 28 minutes, and it cost me $24.48, which in California, usually superchargers are a little bit more expensive than other places. So really the key thing you have to look at here is when you look at the receipt like this, 54 kilowatts at 45 cents a kilowatt. You want to see if your local supercharger, if you're in a different state, you want to see if that's higher or lower. And most likely it will be a little bit lower to kind of do that quick maths on how much it will cost you. But what's interesting here is that Whole Mars did compare this to a gasoline vehicle, a gasoline BMW. So he asked, what would the cost be for a similar car? Let's consider a 2024 330i, which gets 29 miles a gallon. 404 miles divided by 29 mpg, 14 gallons at $5 a gallon is $70. Now let's say the 55 kilowatts is added home at a rate of 23 cents. That's another $12.65. So $37 to do this trip in an electric car versus $70, almost double the cost to do it in a gas car. While I 100% agree with this scenario, and I talk about that, I know during road trips you have to stop sometimes for a pit stop where it can take 10 to 15 minutes, but definitely not 28 minutes. So there is a time cost variable here as well. And on top of that, there's people that have done 5 to 6 hour road trips going straight shot without stopping or having to stop at all. So there's certainly some things you have to kind of itemize here because it's not just a straight savings just like this. And on top of that, adding a home charger at your house, that's also going to cost a little bit on top of that. And there could be said to be something, or there could be said, or something to be said about the anxiety of this, the range anxiety, because even though I'm a seasoned Tesla owner, we've had 5 of them so far, and we've done plenty of road trips from LA to San Francisco, Phoenix even, and Vegas. There's still a little bit of anxiety even at the comfortability level that we're at. Like sometimes when you're going there to a supercharger, it could be full or even they could be down. The Tesla system is a gray system which shows you capacity of the superchargers, but there's still a little bit of anxiety. And sometimes I just go to supercharger even when I don't need to, just to top off a little bit more because I know like a certain area might be full. But nonetheless, still really cool to see a real world example. And hopefully this helps you, gives you an example of how much supercharging and how much time it could actually take in a real example just like this. But on top of that, autopilot, using autopilot the whole way will definitely save you time, lets you relax maybe even, and get some of that time right back. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla and how to get the best deal on a Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And as an added benefit, I do respond to all DMs in the Patreon app, and you can schedule a phone call with me where we can go over your exact buying situation on how to get the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Take on, but both Tesla fanboys and haters are going to crazy in the comments on the video. So nearly everyone on social media, it's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, Whistling Diesel, he's pretty smart. He knows how to get engagement. Even if I didn't like a vehicle, I wouldn't bully someone who loves it. I just don't like it. Yeah, people can get pretty interesting. David, thanks for coming in. Should I pull the trigger on Model 3 performance? Not sure if you better incentives this year. That's the only thing holding me back. I would say, I mean, if you can wait, I really do feel like it's going to get better, but it's still a gamble at the end of the day on whether it's worth it or not. Francisco, Model 3 or Model Y, or wait for 1.99 Model X or Model S. I mean, if you truly want a Model X, I'm always a believer of go big or go home. So certainly I would say wait it out, because the deal is not going to get worse. And here's why. The inventory is staying still relatively pretty high. It's not going down. And so until it like really crashes down, then Tesla knows they need to pull back on incentives. But if inventory keeps staying high like this, they are definitely not going to be pulling back on incentives. And now we can kind of take a look at inventory over the past 3 quarters, and you can see it's inventory. They're probably trying to strategize, not freaking out. I was going to say freaking out, but they're definitely trying to strategize on how they can clear out inventory, especially when new models are coming out. Risty, do you think Tesla's going to make an off-roading SUV? Maybe they make like an SUV of the Cybertruck. That I could see that, but that, I mean, nothing confirmed yet. Maxter, when financing, when do you find out your actual APR? Is it after you place your 250? Yes. So how it actually works is you place a deposit on the website, or you find, what I recommend is actually going to the inventory site and finding an actual vehicle that's already been built, and then you try and lock one down, because then you can turn around after you place the deposit and do the credit application so that you can see what your APR financing or lease payments actually are. If you just place a normal order, you have no idea really when that vehicle is actually coming. I mean, they do give you like a EDD or estimated delivery date, but you're not actually 100% sure. So what I don't want you doing is doing that on the ordering page, not getting a VIN for the vehicle, placing an application in, and then that application expires because applications only last 30 days and you have to reapply again, which is another hard inquiry. So find an inventory vehicle, lock it down with the deposit, and then turn around and apply for it after it. But if you want to figure out if you're going to be pre-qualified, Tesla does have like a pre-qualified tool. It was here, and I believe it's still somewhere here. Maybe even, let me Google Tesla pre-qualified tool. Maybe they took it away for some reason. Let's see, pre-qualify. Maybe did they take it away? That's weird. I mean, somewhere here, maybe they've hit it, but they used to have a pre-qualified tool where you could put in your information and it could tell you without doing like a actual hard inquiry. Maybe do that first, or find it first and then see if you can actually get some sort of idea of what's happening. Harmless, do you think the government will force Tesla to share their supercharger net like they did in Europe? Yeah, sure, why not? Francisco, go big or go home. Exactly. Rajan, sorry if I messed that up. I'm on the fence. It'll be interesting what the battery will be. Saw a 500 battery might be possible. Yeah, 100%. Like, I think they're going to try and push it. 500 is a little bit much, even though we did talk about that. But I think more realistically, like 350 to 400 miles of range is what we could see from that. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.